Hello! Anyways, folks, how's today going? So we're on to another page, and today expression is very important. So that is one of the things that you're going to want to make sure that you're doing is that when you have a certain scene happening, make sure there's expression, something's happening. We know, ooh, what's next? That's what we need. So make sure that happens. And that's what this is about. So sit back, watch the video, do all those things that you're supposed to do, right? That is, thumbs up, like, all those kind of things. If you can do that, that would be great. And enjoy, right? So there we are. La la la. Oh, by the way, it seems that the algorithm says that I should smile more. I've got a beard and a mustache, so maybe they don't see that I'm smiling. Alright, see you at the end of the video. Alright, folks. So, today's page is the page where Ed notices something coming from the sky. So my first thoughts are that you have to have a little bit of where that character is coming in. So that's the spaceship, right? So we want to think about the angle of the spaceship coming in, so we know that it's coming into the world, right? And then the other thing too is consistency in what you're doing, like you're drawing. I came across this problem pretty quickly. What I realized was I was drawing Ed's face, and there's my original painting that I did, or the original first page, and that shows certain little characteristics of Ed that when I drew it again, and also from the sculpture, a little bit different. And so I really have to make sure that I'm thinking about, how is that working? Also direction, right? So I've got my little character Ed here, right? And I'm going to have him maybe sitting on a branch, right, with his tail hanging over. And he's kind of looking around and that. And then what I want to do is make sure that there's an angle on his head so that he is looking at what's going on. Now, I also want to make sure that I don't forget the little things that go on with Ed, and that is I gotta have him kind of questioning what's going on here. So we got his teeth, right, tongue, right, and then he's kind of curious, what the heck is this coming down, right? We have to make sure that happens, but also there's like a thickness that I have, and it's 3 of these little scales, and then a very sharp face, right? So I want to make sure that you make sure that those are consistent, right? And then I want to make sure that you can look and see how Ed is sitting on a tree. We have his tail hanging down a little bit like this, right? Grip or make the tree a little bit thicker, so it gives a little more muscular grip look to it, right? So Ed is checking it out. There's not a lot to this background, so I'm going to put some trees in there, right? Leaves, I should say, some big old-fashioned leaves, right? We've got the tree itself, right? We'll break down there, break it up in here again too, and then some big leaves. And then we see that Ed is noticing something coming, right? And so we'll make some shadows maybe. So yeah, I think maybe like some shadows, and then we know that this is the area in which the space guy is coming, right? That the space monster is coming. So we've got it figured out here, right? Ed's curious as to what's going on, right? You know, this is interesting. What is that thing coming down, right? And what does it mean? And there's a little bit of gloom in his face too, right? So got that going on. I might just throw in an extra little thing to you know, add a little something to it, right? So maybe I will put just put a bug, maybe a bug, little tiny old bug climbing up the tree. We'll have his little legs out there. Add some wings to it. So we got a bug there, maybe. I don't want to put a lot because it's just an action situation going on, but a little something so that we'll put a big knot in the tree. And the tree will have its tree line aspect. But yeah, I want to round that out a little bit more. Yeah, see? I think we got that going there good. That looks good. I like that. It's making me happy. Right? So Ed's just very curious as to what is that all about. We got little Ed freckles too going on there. Right? Yeah, so nice. I'll make it kind of shady. That creature coming. Like I said, the tree here, branches, leaves. I think that looks good. I don't think I'm going to add an extra character into it. I don't think it needs it. Yeah, I think I'm happy with this, and this will give me what I need. Yep. There we are. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint it. I'm going to put that on. We'll fast forward for you guys so you don't have to go through all of that. There you are. So like I said, you want to think about that environment that you're doing, right? Okay, curiosity, right? Like something's going on here, it's going to change the mouth. But we also still have to keep Ed in there, right? So we got to think about the colors, the patterns. Oh, yep, and there's something I just realized. Ed has his little diamonds on him and some freckles. So we gotta make sure that that happens, right? And he's got his little diamond pattern on him. Make sure that that looks good. And then his belly. Maybe a touch of yellow into the other side. All my snake friends will know that, you know, oh yeah, he has to think about those things. Very important. Very important. And little bit as to what the heck is that all about. And there we are. I think it's looking good. It's time for some coloration. Okay, cool. Very well. Expression is so important. I have made sure that there was lots of expression in what I was doing. The little guy is curious as to what's going on. Oh, what's next? See that? Done with just the eyebrow. Interesting. Yes, very interesting. But again, make sure your expressions are correct. It really tells the story. And remember what I've always said. Be cool. Like a big bull moose. And remember to wear your pants. There we are.